Hey guys, I've got several things I need to cover in this video. So the very first thing that we need to do is if you will look back at that quote that you guys were supposed to work with from Tuesday, it is a longer quote. I want to explain exactly what that is and then how it's going to relate to the story that you guys are going to be reading. So I've got this quote right here. A wrong is unredressed when retribution overtakes its redresser. I understand that that quote is extremely hard to figure out because it's not words that we use. So some of you came up with the right answer, some of you did not, but you all tried. That was good. So right here, we've got the word redress means to fix. So if we go back in here and we put fix where redress is supposed to be, you have a wrong is unfixed when retribution overtakes its fixer. And then we have the word retribution means punishment. So what we end up with is a wrong is unfixed when punishment overtakes its fixer. Now, when we have the word wrong here, we mean a wrong done to someone. So basically what this quote means is if someone does something to me and I get revenge on them, but in the act of getting revenge, I get myself in more trouble, then I did not actually get revenge on that person. That's what the main character thinks. So for an example of this, if a student throws a spitball at me, so I walk up and I punch them in the face, I'm going to get fired. So I did not get revenge on that student because I ended up in worse trouble. I'm probably going to go to jail. I've lost my job. A lot of bad things are going to happen to me. So I never got revenge on that person. So according to the speaker in this story, the correct way would be to get back at that person sneakily. And that's what you're going to see in this story. So the story you guys are going to be reading is called Cask of Amontillado. So if we look here, you've got quite a few things that we're going to do with this, but the name of the story is Cask of Amontillado. Now, a cask is a barrel, and Amontillado is a very expensive type of wine. So you could translate this to be the barrel of wine. This is a story by Edgar Allan Poe. You guys have probably read things by him before. Everything that he does is dark and dreary. That's actually not true. Not everything that he does is dark and dreary. He actually did a bunch of detective stories. But other than his detective stories, everything is very depressing and dark, and this one goes right in with that. So there's a few things that you guys are going to need to know about this. First thing that you're going to need to know is that quote that I just explained to you. That's going to tell you a little bit about the main character, Montresor, and how he feels about things. And it's going to tell you a little bit about the secondary character, Fortunato. He is the bad guy in this story. Um, so we've got Montresor, the protagonist, and Fortunato, the antagonist. And Montresor wants to get revenge on Fortunato in this story. Other things that you need to know, it talks about a coat of arms. A coat of arms is like a family crest, so you'll see right here. One of the things that you're going to do with this is you're going to find your own family crest so that you can see what that looks like. So you're going to go to this link that I've got highlighted. It says type in your last name and then click on one of the countries it lists. If no results are found, try different spellings of your name or your mother's maiden name. If no results are found, use a name from someone else in your family. If you can't find one after that, send me a remind. This does not have everyone's last name on it, and sometimes the spellings get changed when people come from, when families come from whatever country they were from to America. That happened a lot. So if you cannot find your name, or if you can't find a crest with your name, try a different spelling, try your mother's maiden name, try someone else's name from your family. If you can't find one at all, just let me know. I haven't had that happen before, but it can happen. Once you have found the crest, copy it, and in the blank document, paste it. I'm going to show you what that looks like. I've already got this link copied. Let's copy it again so you can see it. I'm going to paste it, hit the enter button. I'm going to scroll down right here where you put your family name in. I'm going to type in my last name, Kerrigan. Now it's going to pop up a list of countries for some people. For me, the only name or the only country that name is associated with is Ireland. So I'll click on Ireland, and here's my family crest. So each of these things in this picture mean different things. This overall part with the knight head is going to be the same for all of them, but this little part right here is going to be different, and then this on the shield itself is going to be different. So you are all going to have something different here and here. And each of these things means something different. The clover here means something. This is called a vert. It means something. The chevron here, vert is the color. And then this lizard here means something. So you can go down through here and it'll tell you what each of these things mean. So right, you go to the symbolism section, it'll tell you what each of the things that mean. So you can look at that. You don't actually have to type anything about that. I just want you guys to see what your family crest looks like. So you're going to click copy, image, and then you're going to paste it in that blank document that I provided. So that's going to be one part of your assignment. Second part of the assignment, there's a bunch of questions that go along with it. So you're going to click on this right here. You're going to answer these questions. And one of the questions is actually about the quote that you guys just answered from Tuesday, and I gave you the answer for right here. So that's going to help you out a lot. Um, the reason you need to know about these family crests is it talks about a family crest in the story. So this is Montresor's family crest. So when it says, I forget your arms, right here, I forget your arms, in the story, he means your coat of arms. So what you see here is a human foot standing on a snake, so killing the snake, but the snake is biting the heel. And then down here you've got some Latin, nemo me impune lacessit, and that means no one attacks me with impunity. You guys are going to have to look up what the word impunity means on your own, but that is a translation of that for you. No one attacks me with impunity. Another thing that you're going to need to know, there's one more little bit of Latin. It says in pace requiescat. That is the last line of the story. In pace requiescat, that means may he rest in peace. I think other than that, you guys should be able to do it. So if you go to the link right here, it'll pull this up. It's not a very long story. It's called the Cask of Amontillado, and you guys should be able to understand it now. This is one of the more difficult things that we're going to read. It's not very long, but it does have some hard to read language. So if you guys are having any trouble, just send me a reminder, an email, and I'll get back with you. But remember the two things that you're supposed to do. Read the story, complete these questions, and in this blank document, paste a copy of your family crest. If you guys have any questions, just send me a reminder or an email. I'll see you guys on Monday.